Have you ever met someone for the first time and within a few seconds they ask, "What's your zodiac sign?" And then after you tell them, they instantly go, "Oh, that makes sense, you seem like that sign." Even before they really know you, or maybe you've done it yourself, read your horoscope or your zodiac description and thought, "Wait, this is kind of accurate," even though part of you also knows it's very general. So the question is, why does this happen so easily to so many people? Psychology doesn't treat this as random belief or stupidity. Instead, it explains it through a combination of cognitive biases, identity psychology, and how the brain processes meaning. Let's break it down. One of the most important ideas in cognitive neuroscience is that the brain is not designed to perfectly understand reality. Instead, it is designed to predict patterns quickly. This is called predictive processing theory. Your brain is constantly trying to answer, what is this person like? What situation am I in? What should I expect next? And it does this by using shortcuts based on past experiences. For example, if you meet someone who talks a lot, your brain might quickly categorize them as outgoing, even if that conclusion is incomplete. This system is extremely useful for survival because it allows fast decisions, but it also creates a problem. The brain prefers good enough patterns over perfect accuracy. So when people read zodiac descriptions, the brain immediately starts trying to fit information into patterns it already understands. Imagine two people reading the same zodiac description. You are independent but sometimes doubt yourself. You care deeply about others but also need alone time. Person A thinks, "Wow, that's literally me." Person B thinks, "This is too general." Both are using the same brain system, but person A's brain is actively searching for matches and finding them. One of the strongest psychological explanations for zodiac belief is the Barnum Effect, also called the Forer Effect. This was discovered in a famous 1948 experiment by psychologist Bertram Forer. Here's what he did. He gave students what they believed were personalized personality profiles. But in reality, every student received the exact same description. The description was intentionally vague and general. Then he asked them, "How accurate is this about you?" Most students rated it as highly accurate, even though it was identical for everyone. Why? Because the statements were designed like, "You sometimes feel confident, but at times you doubt yourself. You have a strong need for people to like you, but also value independence." These are not specific traits, they are universal human contradictions. Most people want approval sometimes, but also want independence, feel confident sometimes, but also insecure sometimes. So the brain says, "This fits me perfectly," even though it also fits almost everyone. Think about horoscopes. You may face emotional challenges today, but things will improve if you stay positive. If your day goes well, you remember it. If your day goes badly, you still think, maybe that's the challenge it meant. Either way, the statement stays correct in memory. Once someone starts believing that their zodiac sign describes them, another powerful cognitive bias takes over, confirmation bias. This means we pay attention to information that supports our belief and ignore information that doesn't. Let's say someone believes, "I'm a typical Scorpio, intense and emotional." Now their brain starts filtering experiences. They remember the time they reacted emotionally, the argument they had, the deep conversation they enjoyed, but they forget the calm days, the neutral interactions, the times they acted differently. Over time, this creates a selective memory loop where only matching evidence survives. If a horoscope says, "You will have an important conversation today," and later you talk to a friend about something serious, you think, "Wow, that was predicted." But if nothing happens, you don't remember it. This is why belief feels stronger over time, not because accuracy increases, but because memory becomes selective. Another reason people believe in zodiac signs is not prediction, but identity. Psychology shows that humans naturally want to answer, "Who am I?" But personality is complex, so the brain prefers simple categories. Zodiac signs offer labels, traits, identity structure. For example, I'm a Leo, so I'm confident and expressive. This creates something called cognitive closure, a feeling of certainty about yourself. Even if it's not scientifically precise, it feels emotionally satisfying. Two people might feel the same insecurity in social situations, but one says, "I'm just introverted." The other says, "I'm a Virgo, that's why I overthink everything." Both are trying to explain the same internal experience, just using different frameworks. Zodiac systems become one of those frameworks. Another major factor is social reinforcement. According to social learning theory Bandura, people learn behaviors and beliefs by observing others. So when zodiac signs are discussed on social media, joked about with friends, used in dating apps, shown in entertainment, they become socially real in everyday conversation. Even if someone doesn't strongly believe in astrology, repeated exposure makes it feel familiar. And psychology shows something called the illusion of truth effect. The more we hear something, the more true it feels. One of the most interesting parts is that zodiac descriptions don't need to be scientifically accurate to feel emotionally accurate. They succeed because they reflect common human experiences, describe emotional contradictions, allow personal interpretation. So when someone reads, you appear confident, but sometimes you overthink things. They don't think about statistical accuracy. They think, that sounds like my inner experience. So why do people believe in zodiac signs? It's not because they are easily fooled. Because the human brain naturally searches for patterns, prefers meaningful explanations, filters memory selectively, builds identity through categories, and is influenced by social environment. In other words, zodiac belief works not because it predicts personality accurately, but because it matches how the human mind constructs meaning. Psychology doesn't dismiss belief in zodiac signs as simple wrong or right. Instead, it reveals something deeper. Humans are meaning-making machines, not accuracy machines. And zodiac systems fit perfectly into that system because they give structure to something as complex as human personality. Thank you for watching. Like and subscribe for more videos.